via Sosiv 8 kilo departure Sovan.
What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Rome, if you can't tell by the ground controller in the background. I decided to file on VATSIM for our flight back to Tehran today because the ground control is on. So who knows what that means. Maybe they'll the rest of them will get on. He's only been on for a couple minutes, so maybe we'll get some tower or something like that too by the time we leave. So, with that being said, pretty quick intro today. Ooh, actually, no, just kidding. We're going to talk about some of this stuff here. Alright, guys, so kind of embarrassing, but I wasn't showing anything that I was just talking about, so we have to go back and restart this whole little segment here. But actually some interesting stuff going on over here. I actually have a lot more job offers than I thought I was going to have. LATAM Colombia, we're not going back there anytime soon. We're not going back to either of the LATAMs anytime soon. So we're not doing that again. Yeah. So Whaling, however you say this, pretty decent actually, good pay. But I mean, I really just don't have any desire to fly there. I think they have some, yeah, I mean, just like EasyJet or anything else. I mean, they have, you know, some cool planes and stuff like that, but I mean, nothing really crazy. Air Serbia, you know, don't really have much interest in flying there. They have like one A330, but you know, whatever. Brussels, not bad, but probably not going to fly there. And then this is the most interesting one: European Air Transport, company that I applied for last cycle before we got this job, the job that I wanted, and here they are coming crawling back to us. Now this time, so we're definitely not taking that job, especially at $28 an hour. We're not doing that. And then BH Air. Not too familiar with them and what they do, actually, so let's take a look here. Yeah, 5 A320s and 2 MD-80s. That's what BH Air has for $25 an hour. We are not going to be flying there. Now, these jobs, on the other hand, so I applied for Aer Lingus first after I saw I got all these offers. So we'll see. I think Aer Lingus actually, we could have potential to get in that one, and if we do, I think we might actually take it. But other than that, I want to go back to the United States. I want to fly for Frontier, Spirit, and UPS and FedEx were kind of just like meme applications just to see if they would accept, because I do have the A300 type rating, so if we did get that, that'd be pretty cool. But they're like 5-star airlines. So I think Spirit and Frontier are going to be gettable. And if we don't get either of those and we do get Aer Lingus, then, you know, we'll go from there. And if we get all three, then I'll do a vote. So, yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. In terms of our flight today, going from Rome to Tehran, like I said, we have ground control on, so that'll be fun. Cruising at flight level 350. Cost index 100 today. That's something that stood out. And flight time, looking at about 4 hours and 19 minutes of airtime, 4:47 on the block. So with that being said, let's get this thing rolling and get into the sky and start talking to these controllers. So we actually we have the ground power connected. The crew before us left it in a good condition for us. 1027 on the altimeter. We'll go ahead and set that. All right, fuel elevation in Rome is 14 feet, so that checks out there. And we'll cage the standby altimeter as well. And we'll listen to ATIS real quickly here. Actually, what we're going to do first is we're going to just get the airplane loading up. Check out our iPad here. So we're going to import from SimBrief. Got all of our weather information and everything there. Go back to ground equipment, and we'll probably go ahead. I'm going to set the chocks because whenever I mess around with the frequencies, it likes to turn the park and brake off. So we're going to see what we can do there. And can we get the jetway on over here, or is it not going to? Yeah, cool. All right, so we'll open up door there. And yeah, we'll just kind of go with that. So you're gonna, oh, yep, all right, there we go. All right, so that's happening. Weight and balance now as well. Update from SimBrief, and we'll go ahead and apply that load to the aircraft. Rome ground, good afternoon. Iran Air 738 is looking for clearance to Tehran.
Air 738, ciao, Fiume ground. You're clear to destination via SimBrief 8 Bravo departure Cipro 5 Romeo transition. Initially 4,000 feet, squawk 5505, runway 165.
Roger that, we're cleared destination via the Cipro 6 Bravo Cipro transition. Climb to 4,000 initially, 5505 on the squawk, and we'll expect 26 left for Iran Air 738.
Air 78, Xibri 8, Bravo departure, Cipro 5 Romeo transition.
Okay, Cipro 8 Bravo departure with the Cipro and then transition for Iran Air 738. Shoot, yeah, little language barrier here. Let's see, I think he texted me, maybe? What was that?
Air 738, repeat correct, contact when ready.
I will contact you for push and start for Iran Air 738, thanks. Alright, so definitely a little bit of a language barrier.
738, push and start is approved, facing south.
Okay, roger that. We'll face south for the push and start for Iran Air 738. Alright guys, we're back. A little engine start here. Let's see if we can get ground to call us back. Ground Iran Air 738, ready for taxi 16 right. I kind of don't expect him.
738. Proceeding holding point Alpha Bravo, runway 16 right via Charlie Foxtrot, Romeo, Hotel and Alpha, clear to cross runway 07.
Alright, we got 16 right via Charlie Foxtrot, Romeo, Delta Alpha, cleared across runway 7 for Iran Air 738. Alright. I think you guys is going to 16 left because Alpha, I don't know what this Alpha Bravo nonsense was that he started me off with, but we're on Romeo right now. We can make a right on Bravo. And ground is confirmed for Iran 738. Do you want us going to 16 left or 16 right?
Confirm runway 16 right, Iran 738.
Okay, 16 right for Iran Air 738, thanks. Okay, so then that makes no sense then. So why did he give me taxi instructions for the other runway?
Iran Air 738, when ready, contact Roma radar on frequency 125.5, ciao.
I don't know if that last one went through. 125.5 for Iran Air 738. Have a good one. Alright. 125.5 then. Alright guys, here we go. After much too long spent on the ground, we're approaching runway 16 right. We're already all lit up from crossing that runway earlier. We'll keep that down. Nose light takeoff, strobe lights on. There it is. and we are ready to rock and roll here. We're going to do something a little bit different today, actually. We're going to go ahead and do an outside takeoff. Outside cam takeoff. So we'll see how that goes. So essentially what's going to happen here is we're going to pump the brakes. Contact me on 125.5. Alright. Room radar, Iran Air 738 on 16 right.
Iran Air 738, low. Be careful for the next time. Instructed to fully shoot the building point. On the 16 right, the grid will take
16 right, clear for takeoff. Iran Air 738. No idea what else he said. Gonna have to turn him up for sure. I'll go ahead and spool him up 40. I think I'm breaking all kind of rules here. We don't know. We're Iran Air. We can do whatever we want, right? All right, we'll go ahead and go toga. Oh boy, what's going on? Normal. What's the matter? Oh! Holy smokes. What is going on? V1 rotate. Positive brake gears coming up. And flaps coming out. I'm just going to keep slats 15. Pitch down.
Iran Air 738, Roma radar contact, climb flight level 230.
Alright, flight level 230 for Iran Air 738. And slats coming clean. For Iran Air 738, what fixture would we be heading to right now, or do you just want us on a heading?
Yeah, you need to follow the SID, Captain. Fly direct Xibri.
Okay, direct Xibri for Iran Air 738. Okay, we're going to go ahead and flick the autopilot on here, and we're going to try to find... I do have Xibri. Okay. Not allowed? Or did it allow it? I think it allowed it. Profile, I'm sorry, nav mode, Xibri. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Alright guys, now we're getting somewhere. What was the transition level out of here? 6,000, so we're coming up on that. We'll set standard here in a moment. Need to follow the SID. I don't even know what SID we're flying, man. I don't even know what we're doing here. Oy vey. That's why we gotta get back to America. I'm gonna get banned from VATSIM first, though. Okay, so there's direct Xibri. Oh, there's our transition level. Go ahead and pull that. Standard all around here. And why is it doing this to me? Direct Xibri. Insert that. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we're direct Xibri. We'll go ahead and go gear down and locked. Spoilers disarmed. Flaps are clean. And I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, normal. Good. Well, I'm glad it's... This isn't normal. I don't know what it thinks normal is, but this is not it. I guess we don't really need it.
Iran Air 738, fly direct to Cipro.
Alright, direct to Cipro for Iran Air 738. Alright. Woo! That was something, guys. That was something. Holy. Beautiful departure, though, out over the water. Over the Italian countryside. All right, 10,000 landing lights coming off. Wing lights coming off. Turn-offs coming off. Beacon staying on. That's on taxi. Seatbelts can come off here too. As it's just a beautiful, beautiful climb out today. And then we'll go profile climb. Yeah, I don't know what I did with this here, but all right. Wow. Probably just going to trim through the parts where there's not a lot going on, and then I'll leave in the ATC comms and stuff like that, because that's bound to be interesting, as it has been so far this whole flight. So. Alright guys, I have some stuff I need to do here, so we'll see if he gives us an altitude in the next, like, I don't know, a couple minutes. Like if we level off.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect. Over to Unicom, have a good one. Iran Air 738, thanks for ATC.
Ciao.
Never mind, I'm not going to say ciao. He's going to kill me. Alright, going up to 350 now. And that is pretty much going to do it. I'm probably going to... I'm not going to disconnect. I'm not going to be gone for all that long, because it could be fun to do the arrival with some controllers on. But all right, guys, that was an interesting departure out of Rome. But we lost our engine display here, too. I don't know what... I don't even remember what display this is. Like, what am I missing here? I don't even remember. Anyways, interesting departure. We got a lot. There's a lot of work to be done, but yeah, we're here for it. We're gonna continue to get better, and we'll see you guys on the descent into Tehran, or if any ATC comes on. So, all right, guys, see you later.
1869er, an Airbus 320 at stand 410, and we have.
Alright guys, we are back descending down into Tehran from Rome this afternoon. And here we are entering a left bank, and I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's just kind of cutting that corner. But interesting approach here. So we're shooting the VOR into 1-1 right because the winds are out of the east. And we don't have any VOR receivers. So, right? I mean, am I missing something? No, we don't have any VOR receivers. So, interesting approach here, but I'm going to go ahead and go heading mode. And we're going to get back into a right turn to, oh, I don't know, about a 130 should probably do us some good for now. And then we're going to go ahead and vertical speed down to 5100, which is going to be our glide slope intercept. Like, I mean, we're really just kind of, we're flying pretty blind out here, so we'll drop it down to about 200 knots. Go ahead and arm the speed brake. And we're going to shoot this thing pretty visually. And then we have it's a 3.23 degree glide slope after our glide slope intercept. So we're probably going to be looking at something around 800 feet per minute, I think, is what this chart is trying to say. I think this is, so we'll check out the ILS. We're going to land on 1-1 right. So have everything here. Ooh, 9,000. Yeah, transition level. Whoops, my bad. 1017. So we're going to then misapproach up to 7,000. And I think this is the descent angle. I think is going to, we're in between, I mean, we're at about 130 knots, so we're looking at about 800 foot per minute descent, I think is what it's trying to say. Maybe I'll do like 750 or 700 or something like that. So I think that's what that's trying to say. I'm not 100% sure. And then our minimums are at 3880. So I'll set 3900 in here. I'll set 3900 in here, and we're just going to go ahead and start about probably a little more now, probably about 1,000 foot per minute descent now, and probably turn on to our final approach course of about 100. I'll do it first because we overshot it a little bit because I'm thinking too much about what we're doing. And we got to go slats 15 here and dial our speed way back. Holy smokes, yeah, I'm behind the airplane right now, for sure. I'm 100% behind the airplane right now. So we got to go take off approach. We got to get, oh my gosh, there's the runway. Okay, yep, all right. We're going to pull a classic right 360 here. So we're going to go all the way back around to our, well, turn it this way. Or a left 360, sure. I mean, alright, yeah, I got behind the airplane there. That's on me. I will turn right to west initially. Gear not down. Let's go ahead and do that for you then. How about that? Alright, so this is... yeah, man. Just how we drew it up. Okay. So definitely stop descending. Give me flap 2. And I guess we can pick up the speed a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna get a flap out. That right turn to west coming, so it's more like a downwind here. Said sorry everybody in the back. It's not going to be the most comfortable of rides. So we're on somewhat of a downwind. Let's go ahead and turn to the north. About a 360 heading. Interesting terrain out this way. We have done too much of stuff like this. Between Latam, Brazil, or Ecuador, whatever we were flying, Latam, Ecuador, and these guys here, we've done too much of stuff like this, man. But it's alright. I guess it's fun. Alright, did I arm that speed brake? Speed brake is armed. Alright, start turning towards the runway. And probably start slowing down to about that 130 like we talked about. Flaps 20. Okay, so there's our airport. We're just gonna go ahead and take over. And I'll go ahead and grab the throttles as well. There we go. Alright, so we're flaps full. We're in a good landing configuration here. We're landing on 1-1 right. Missed approach is going to be 7,000, so we'll go ahead and set that. There's a very realistic chance we might use that today. And let's take a look at the approach speed real quick, 132. Let's just try to hold that as we are just a bit high here. But we'll do what we do best in the A300, and we'll grease it down despite all the everything that we've been doing here. We'll grease it, lay some butter down on runway 1-1 right here. I can't, the lighting is so, I can't see anything. Are we on the ground? I can't even tell. Alright. First green speed brakes up. That was terrible. And we'll go manual braking. And we'll take this first right onto Yankee, because like we learned last time too, who knows when we're going to be getting off next if we don't take the first exit. Alright, I mean, okay landing, I guess. Let's get this dome light on. Goodness. Really weird lighting right now. And I'll flick the APU master switch on, start switch coming on here as well. And we'll go ahead and get the strobes coming off. Turn-offs can stay on, honestly, it's dark enough. And landing lights and wing lights can come off here as well. Alright, interesting approach there, and I guess we'll see you guys at the gate. Alright guys, pulling into the gate area here. Gonna go ahead and see if we can get a good stop. And I'm gonna say probably that right there is good. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake. Check out our line. Oh, way short, but we were on center line pretty good though. But with that being said, let's go ahead and cut our engines. It's louder as they shut off. Good old A300. And we'll go ahead and get the beacon light off and the turn-offs as well. And with all that being done, we're going to go over here and take a look at how we did. Interesting. A little bit of improvising going on. We'll see how the app feels about that. But feel alright. I mean, it was certainly better than our first flight, and if that approach would have gone a little bit better, then I think it would have been pretty money. That landing was bad too. But I guess we'll see. So our next flight, I believe we go to Turkey, back to Istanbul. So we'll do that, and then we'll take a look at our rating. How did we do? 95. Okay, we'll take 95. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, still 95. We will take a 95. Let's take a look at the landing rate and the flight times and everything like that, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. Landing rate negative 161, not too bad. Approach, yeah, we were hauling. Taxi light off. I don't know when that happened, but okay. Pause, and yeah, I did have to pause it a time or two. But yeah, guys, all right. So just you know, taking a look at everything. Like I said, we're gonna go back to. We're running out of flights on this schedule, pretty much. We're gonna go back to Turkey, and then from Turkey to a new airport. It's same thing. It's still in Iran and everything like that. It's over this way, but just it's the other airport. It's not Tehran. So, and then finishing off where we started at Turkey, and we'll see. By then, maybe we'll have an answer on what kind of job we're going to take next. Like I said, I want to go back to the U.S. I'm thinking Spirit or Frontier. I think that's a pretty realistic opportunity there. Yeah, I'm thinking Spirit or Frontier. Maybe even Aer Lingus, FedEx, UPS. Probably not, but we'll see. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. What is going on, guys? Just wanted to address the next clip real quick, the next flight. There is going to be no audio from me, no speaking until the final approach going back down into Istanbul. So just want to let you guys know that. So yeah, just going to throw some music on and let you guys enjoy the pre-flight montage. Alright guys, we have just been given clearance to intercept the localizer and turn final. We're going to maintain 4,000 feet here. We're going to go ahead and set a heading of 250. Start slowing ourselves down. We're going to get a slat out here shortly. We initially went direct to Foxtrot Mike 553 and then to NRAW, so basically just kind of went on a little straight line here. And then once we hit NRAW, or right before or it was before NRAW then, because here's the airport. So basically right around probably Foxtrot Mike 556, I started us on a little downwind. I just started descending us down to 4,000, and here we are now, about to intercept the localizer, which I'm going to go ahead and drop slat 1, and then we are going to arm approach mode. It's kind of nice to be able to actually arm approach mode. We're going to turn to a heading of about 230. Is that too aggressive? I don't know. We'll see. It's probably going to intercept the localizer before we get there anyways. But it's nice to have a an approach mode to arm. Doing all these RNAV and VOR approaches. Alright, we got lock star. Dropping down to our slat speed here. Let's go flaps 15. And we're going to go and arm the speed brakes as well. Runway's in sight. Like I said, lock star. And I'm going to go ahead and arm final approach mode, which I think we have to keep this for. I don't know if we can, if we give it back to profile mode maybe. Yeah, there we go. That'll take it over for us. So that'll start killing the speed. Lining up for 17 left. ILS 17 left approach. We'll go ahead and go flaps. Well, let's say flaps 20 for now, because it yells at us about the landing gear sometimes. Missed approach altitude is also 4,000, so we'll go ahead and leave that. Glide slope's coming in any second now. Go ahead and go gear down flaps 20 as we're just about reaching our final approach fix here. There's our glide slope capture, glide slope star. And now landing flaps, and we'll bug our speed, which is 132 knots on the approach speed this evening. Low auto brake, speed brakes are armed, gears down. Let's go ahead and kill the lights in here. What do you say we grease this thing on? Been having some pretty good landings. Approaches have been bad. The arrivals and stuff like that have been bad, but a nice traditional, typical, predictable ILS. So hopefully we'll be good there. Let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttles as well. I'll go ahead and take over. Bringing the big bird into 17 left here in Istanbul. Wind is calm tonight, I believe. Or no, it's 210 at 7, so pretty. Shouldn't be anything too difficult for us to handle here in the heavy jet. We're on glide. It's telling us we're 4 red though. Alright, we definitely look a little bit low here. So we're going to disregard the glides. We're going to disregard the glide slope at this time. Wow. Holy, those freaking approach lights are so high. That's probably why. Alright, versus green, spoilers. 100 knots. 80 knots reversers away. And it looks like we're going to try to be taking a left turn here. 60 knots man brakes, and we'll keep this thing rolling. It looks like until we get to Charlie 7, which is kind of far, honestly. Probably took out some of those approach lights on the way in, dude. That's why we looked so low, because the lights were just really high up. Charlie 7, I believe. We're going to take this left turn, head to the ramp. Alright, let's go ahead and get the taxi light on, landing lights off, wing lights off, turn-offs are going to stay on, strobes can come off, and we're off the runway. Speaking of, that's coming on. APU start switch is coming on, and let's go flaps up. Yeah, I got to make this right here. It looks like real quick. And slats are coming up as well, or spoilers. All right, guys, we're gonna try to navigate the ground here, and we'll see you at the gate. All right, looks like we could have taken that first gate there, but it's okay. I didn't know where the line was, but it's all right. We'll take this next one. I'll take this one right here. Bravo 13 seems as good as any. I'll just get those turn-offs to come off. And taxi light as we roll in here. Oh, look at this. We get okay. We get a virtual guidance docking system. I wonder, does it actually work? Can't tell if it works or not. I don't think it works. We're gonna go ahead and stop there, though. We'll see how we did on the parking side. Our parking brake. And oh, whoops. Definitely smoked the line, but that is okay. We got all of our lights off. Let's go downstairs and turn our engine fuel selectors to cut off. Buses transfer over. Everything shuts down. Okay. Bad view there. We'll go on this side. Turn on the text display so you guys can see what we did here. Let's go ahead and submit the flight. Looks like just under 3 hours of block time and 2:49 on the flight time. And we'll see how we did in the logbook. So let's take a look at that. Logbook says 97. We'll take that. Iran Air 719 strobe light on takeoff. Yeah, I did fail to put that on. Initial approach, yeah, we were humming on the way down too. Landing rate -231, so not super soft by any means, but not terrible either. We'll take that. 97 XP as well. Let's see. I mean, we've gotten a good bit of XP. I mean, that's like 300-400 XP right there. Are we gonna be a first officer whenever the next paycheck comes out, or does it update? I don't know if it updates every flight. I'm not sure, but if it doesn't, if it only updates whenever we get paid too, then we'll be pretty close to a first officer by the next paycheck. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. And next time we'll be heading to. Let's take a look. Be going down to Isfahan, which is right next door to Tehran, I believe, and then back up here to Istanbul to end off our schedule, and that'll probably do it because today is Thursday, so we'll see if I'm going to get another schedule or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet with this bird, but we'll see. Love flying the A300 there as always, man. It's a great airplane. So yeah, all right, anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.